Dear students, today we are going to learn about parental care in amphibians. Me, K. Subhashini, Assistant Professor of Zoology, MVS Degree College, Mahbub Nagar. Today I am going to introduce you about parental care in amphibia. Parental care is the interesting instinct of vertebrates and some other invertebrates also, which offer protection to their eggs or young ones to a greater extent or lesser extent until the eggs or young ones are hatched to be adults. As the amphibians are always laying eggs in water, they are exposed to various dangers. So, they usually lay enormous number of eggs to be produced as adults to maintain their race. But in few cases, a limited number of eggs are also produced, and in these cases, the parents exhibit parental care in different ways to give protection to the eggs till they are hatched and become adults. So, the method of parental care can be studied as direct nursing by the parents or building nests. In these amphibians, we can describe the phenomenon of parental care as the exhibiting care and concern by the animals towards their young ones. So, in this amphibia, we find three orders: Urodela, Anura, and Apoda. Among these three orders of amphibians, we can see different types of parental care in each order. First, we will see Urodela. The parental care in Urodela, maximum this happens through the protection of eggs. For example, dusky salamander, the scientific name of this animal is Desmonathus fuscus. In this, here you can see the animal, the Desmonathus, carrying eggs around its neck. Then Congo eel. Congo eel is also known as Amphiuma. In this animal, the female coils around the eggs and secretes antifungal secretions around the eggs to protect them. Then European salamander. This is also known as Salamandra salamandra. It keeps few eggs inside the body for an year and gives birth to completely developed larvae to avoid any type of danger to the eggs. Then we can see the order Anura. In this Anura, parental care is at its top. The female glues its eggs to the foliage in South American tree frog Philomedusa. This is found in Africa. South African tree frog, what it will do, it glues its eggs to foliage which hang over water body. After hatching, the tadpole larva falls into the water and develop further. So it avoids the young ones to be far away from the water. It builds its nest, it attaches its eggs to the foliage very near to the water. After hatching the larva, immediately they will jump into the water. The second one, European obstetric toad. This is also known as midwife toad. This scientific name is Elatis. The male winds the string of eggs around its body and hind limbs and carries its eggs wherever it goes until they are hatched into young ones. See how great it is. Very small and tiny animals like amphibians, they are trying to protect their young ones to a maximum extent to be hatched as the adults to protect its race. The third one we observe is South American frog, Rhinoderma darwini. In this, male frog keeps the eggs in its vocal sacs until the young ones are hatched. The fourth example for endurance is Philobatus and Dendrobatus. These two frogs, they carry the tadpole larvae on their backs until they become adults. The next one, marsupial frog. The scientific name of this frog is Nototrema. It keeps the fertilized eggs in the spacious pouches present in its skin. Next one, Suriname toad. This is also known as Pipa americana. In this frog, the breeding season, the female toad's back becomes very spongy. The fertilized eggs sink into the spongy skin of the female, forming small pouches, and it carries the eggs on its back until they are hatched into young ones. The next one is African toad, Nectopharyngoides. In this frog also we can see parental care. Here viviparity is also seen. Here in this frog, embryological development takes place in the uterus of the female. That is inside the body of the frog. So this is also known as viviparity. Next one, here until this point we have seen parental care by way of direct nursing or catching the protecting their eggs or young ones until they become tadpoles or toads. So now we will see building nests. In this building nests phenomenon, we'll see Brazilian tree frog, Hyla faber. They lay eggs in mud crates called nurseries. These mud crates are built near the water bodies, and the eggs or the tadpoles are protected in these mud crates. Then second one is Hyla resinfectrix. They lay eggs in the cavities of the tree barks. Here they won't build any nurseries, but what they are doing is they are searching for tree barks which is having a hollow region to protect the young ones or hatching eggs, and they will lay their eggs in these cavities of the tree barks. Then the next one is Lactodactylis. They make a hole near the water margin and fill with foamy oviduct secretion, and they lay the eggs. See here they are searching for a water margin where a small hollow is present, and it is filling that hollow with foamy oviduct secretion, and in that oviduct secretion they will lay the eggs. This is how they are protecting their young ones. And the next one is Japan frog, Rhacophorus shigali. This Rhacophorus shigali, what it is doing is they dig out a stout hole near the water level and deposit eggs with some foam. So this is also known, we can observe, sometimes we can observe this in the water, and it is also normally called as frog's foam. Then the last order, Apoda. In these apodans, we normally call these animals as Sicilians. These Sicilians, for example, Ichthyophis, they'll do, they lay eggs in burrows, and the mother coils around them and guards carefully until they hatch. In Geotripetus, another Sicilian, large egg yolk filled eggs are retained in the posterior part of the oviduct until they hatch. The larvae served nourishment by the oral absorption of uterine milk. See here you can see the advanced type of parental care in these Sicilians called Geotripetus, where the larvae are given nourishment by the uterine milk. So like this we can see different types of parental care in amphibians. In this chapter, we have observed three direct nursing by parents, that is, protection of their eggs or young ones by constructing nests or nurseries, or second one is protection by means of carrying. They are carrying the tadpoles or eggs on their backs or necks or tails to protect the eggs by the unseen calamities. So like this we can see a great phenomenon of parental care developed in amphibia. Thank you very much.